Hello everyone, this is Coach Wade, visionary of the Hidden Mastermind Group, and today we're on the website of Credit Info Center, and we're going to read an article entitled Advice on Credit Reports and Credit Scores, What You Should Know About Your Credit. And I will put a link in the description field of the video that'll bring you directly to this article. If you're thinking about buying a car, house, or want to apply for a low-interest credit card, the first thing that pops up in your mind is, what is my credit score? This is the first thing we think of because we have been conditioned to equate credit score with getting credit. We're not saying that statement is not essentially true, but sometimes you need to step back and see the forest for the trees, so to speak, and take a look at the overall picture. Is your credit score that important? What other things should you be focusing on when fixing your credit? Well, this article takes a look at what is important, and we will give you some advice on what to work on when thinking about applying for new credit. Don't be overly concerned with your credit score. According to a recent survey, there are over 100 different scoring models out there, which means there are just as many different credit scores. FICO is different from VantageScore, which is different from other proprietary scoring models, such as insurance scores. The information and algorithms each of these models uses is different, as is the final score you're going to get from each and every one of them. That, on top of the fact your information can vary from day to day, makes it extremely difficult to know your credit score for certainty. So instead of focusing on your score, focus on your report. That is all three reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion to be exact. Unless your lender tells you which one they're going to use, it is best to make sure you get yearly copies of all three. How to order your credit reports. There are two ways to get your credit reports, either for free or for a small fee. Depending on whether or not you want to pay for these reports and how often you want to obtain a new one, there are two ways to go about getting your reports. You are legally entitled to each of your credit reports for free every 12 months from annualcreditreport.com. So by staggering when you get the free copies, you can check the report for a different bureau every 4 months. But you will have to pay extra to get your credit score. You can sign up for free credit score or credit monitoring service from a number of companies, and you'll get one of all of your credit reports as part of the deal. Make sure to read all the fine print before signing up for one of these programs, as it will get you for a monthly fee after the initial free trial period. You can check out our credit report comparison chart by clicking on this link for more information on some of these programs and see which one is best for you. Why do you need to get all three credit reports? Since we're talking about not focusing on your credit scores, we need then to focus on your credit reports. There are three reports you need to make sure to order: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These are the big three credit bureaus, and these are the ones used by 99% of all lenders. The reason you need all three is that each one has their own way of gathering and processing credit history data on you. You might have a creditor report to one bureau but not another. And you may have errors on one report and not another. So you need to check each report very carefully for errors and omissions. If you find any errors on a credit report, make sure to dispute those errors with a particular credit bureau. A recent study showed that 70% of all credit reports contain some kind of inaccuracy, with 25% of those errors being bad enough to deny someone for credit. So it's up to you to make sure your reports is errors free. Examine your credit report for improvements. The number one thing to look for is errors. But after you have done that, look to see where you can make improvements. Here's some things to look for: on-time payments, different kinds of credit, keeping credit balances low, minimum credit inquiries. If you see you might be lacking in one or more of these areas, time to make a plan and make some improvements. Are your balances high? Make an effort to pay them down to below 30% of your available credit. If all you have are credit cards, time to think about an installment loan or a line of credit, and a great place to get one of these is at a local credit union. Lastly, if you see late payments, make a wholehearted effort to make your payments on time. Late payments are the number one downfall of a credit score. Still hung up on knowing your score? Then choose one. Okay, so you're a numbers kind of person and you really need to know your score. Then pick one to focus on, and we suggest you choose your FICO score. Why FICO and not VantageScore? Well, your FICO score is the one the majority of lenders look at when evaluating your credit risk. The big three credit bureaus will show you your Vantage score, so you have to go to an actual FICO website to order your FICO score. You can get your FICO score one of two ways. You're entitled to a free FICO score when lenders who use that score deny you for a loan or don't give you the best terms. You can pay for your score by going to myfico.com. A FICO score ranges from 300 to 850, which is in contrast to Vantage score, which ranges from 500 to 990. We have a great article explaining the difference between FICO and Vantage score by clicking on this link on your website, so check it out if you want more information. Good credit equals a good credit score. We all know how secretive the credit bureaus are when it comes to calculating your credit score. While no one knows exactly how they come up with your credit score, we can at least try to lessen some of the bad items found in our credit history. So the bottom line is, don't get too hung up on knowing your credit score, but focus on your credit reports and getting rid of negative information. The better your credit report, the better your score will be down the road. This means lower interest rates on loans and saving you money. Again, I will put this link in the description field of the video. You can also visit us on the web by going to www.honestyintegritytrust.com. Until we meet again, you guys have a great day.